Greetings. Sorry for this, but my nerves are shot at about this point. The debate with Joe Simpson is in the shitter. It's done. I can't believe he's doing this to me. I could see him doing this to me, and not Don. Don did it to me. Pulled out of the debate. Our scheduled debate live on YouTube, moderated debate. Now, Joe Simpson, we were supposed to have a live debate on Facebook. And I seen an interesting post Joe did today saying, I'm IO, I'm all this. And I knew he was IO / Universalist. I said, where'd you get that from? Jen Fishburne? I haven't heard of when we first started talking. So I understood his position. But when I seen his post, I'm IO, all this, I got concerned. Naturally, I said, Joe, we're sticking to the topic, right? The topic is the judgment universal or local? Romans 1 through 3:26. We are to exegete Romans 1 to 3:26 in our opening statement, 20 minutes. That's for Romans 1 to 3:26. What was Joe's response? He wants to go everywhere else but Romans 1, 3:26. This is what we agreed to debate. We agreed to debate this. Romans 1 through 3, that's the text. And the topic is the judgment, universal or local. It's not very hard. But he's asking about Romans 9, and I know why he's asking about Romans 9. He wants to pull up Hosea 1, verse 10 and Hosea 2:23. And he wants to go all over the place with Israel-onlyism, which isn't the debate. The debate isn't Israel-onlyism, isn't the 70 weeks of Daniel, it isn't the Olivet Discourse, it isn't the millennium. It's the judgment, universal or local. Romans 1 through 3:26. We exegete that to the best of our abilities. Obviously, he can't exegete Romans 1, 3 through 26. I have no problem doing it. And then I told him after we present our 20-minute openings, we agreed that we have a back and forth discussion, exchange. Yeah, bring up Romans 9, bring up whatever after that. That was our agreement. We have a informal debate. We have 20 minutes for each man to present his case from Romans 1 through 3 on why the judgment is either local or universal. Of course he doesn't want to stay in Romans 1 through 3 because it'll destroy his whole argument. It'll destroy his whole case. That it's universal. He doesn't want to stay in Romans 1 through 3. Not at all. So, I mean, I was curious why he even accepted this challenge. And now I'm not so curious. He didn't even plan on staying. Good thing I found out tonight, because it would have been tomorrow morning during the debate live. He would have been going everywhere in his opening, and I'd be like, what the heck is going on? He just completely nullified the debate arrangement and agreement. I first offered him, let's debate this topic. I forget what the topic was. He said no. I said, how about let's debate the judgment in Romans 1 through 3. And then we developed the debate. He said, yeah, sure, because we discussed it before. Eddie Pero did a post in William Vincent's group, and that's where I first bumped into Joe after a long time. And we debated Romans 2, and I pounded him on Romans 2. You can see that in the group. Full preterism, full preterism, a thing of the past. I'm just so worked up, I forget the name of my main group now. I completely clobbered him on Romans 2, 4 through 11. And I was surprised he took the debate. I said, well, how about Romans 1 through 3? And the judgment. Is it local or universal? Sure. So we debated, or we talked about that. And we talked on the phone once, maybe twice, I think once, about other stuff. Intelligent guy. Nice guy. You know, he puts on this act like he's aloof, Steve Martin, the great Canadian actor, and the Jerk. I have an uncle like that. He gets drunk. He thinks he's Steve Martin in The Jerk. And so that's the persona he puts on, that he's aloof and, he's very goofy and he's not a care in the world. But you talk to him on the phone, Joe's actually an intelligent guy. But to do this to me, the hours before the debate is treacherous, man. It's bullshit. It's what it is. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit is what it is. I'm just going to say it the way it is. Oh, Joe, you're lucky, buddy. You ain't sitting next to me. Throttle you. Oh, through the floor. I mean, this is amazing. The debate topic was, is the judgment universal or local? And the text, he knew the text. I had it advertised since we agreed in YouTube video, posting it every few days in groups. Romans 1 through 3, or Romans 1, 3 through 26. He knows that. That's what he was to base his argument on. Then after we both give our 20 minutes on Romans 1 through 3, then we have a give and take. I would maybe rebut something he said in Romans 1 through 3. I'd have a couple of issues. I would have 5 minutes to maybe, or a couple minutes, and he would come back. It would just be a dialogue at that point, a discussion. And it would have turned out great. I was hoping for this because Don let me down. I said, Joe's not going to let me down. Joe's pumped. Joe's going for it. But he wants to turn it into Israel-onlyism, which, of course, is nothing new. It's been around for a couple hundred years. It's just the full preterist spin on it. We had British Israelism with George Armstrong and the Church of God, which died off to 50,000 members. Two-house theology, things like that. So this is nothing new under the sun, this idea of Ephraim being the Gentiles. Nothing new under the sun. It just has this full preterist spin. I.O. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. Nothing new. A form of deism, in a way. Post-AD 70 deism. But Joe, now I see it. Joe, and I was wondering why. Why would he want to debate me on Romans 1 through 3 when I just smoked him on Romans 2, 4 through 11 in the judgment there? Now it dawns on me. He didn't plan on sticking to Romans 1 through 3 in his opening. He didn't plan on sticking to Romans 1 through 3. He wanted to go, he says, he says it in our chat, and I should post these if I can snapshot them somehow. I'm technology challenged. He says, I'm going to Isaiah, I'm going to Matthew, I'm going here and there, I said, the text is Romans 1 through 3. Build your case off that, then later on, during the discussion, we can go everywhere, as long as we stick to the topic. This is what we agreed upon. So I'm not too happy at all. I'm just bewildered, man. I mean, weeks of study and prepping for Dawn, getting ready for Dawn there, and pretty much knowing exactly what I was going to say. In the video I did on Dawn pulling out, you could see all about it. I read Don's email to me, why he pulled out, and my email response to him, where I completely destroy him and his double standard way of thinking. And in the video, I break it down and I destroy Don. And now Joe, I thought Joe would stick to his guns, man. I was pumped. I was amped. I mean, I had a lot of energy. And okay, we got a discussion here. For whatever reason, he rather discuss Israel-onlyism than stick to the topic. He knows he can't. He knows. And this will be my first paper back. Since I have no debates lined up now, I've none on April 11th with Don. Now I can go back to, 6 papers? I was working on articles. My first one, I decided, since I was doing this debate with Joe, is going to be on the judgment of Romans 1 through 3. And I'm going to show Joe, you can exegete Romans 1 through 3. Fully, bammo, right through. And I'm going to do it showing a universal judgment, and that'll be on Hope Resurrected. So I have material on that, obviously, now, prepping the last few days with Joe. Going over Romans again, since it's been a few years. It's been a lot of years since I touched on the first couple chapters. So that'll be my first article, and I'll dedicate it to you, Joe. But Joe, Weasel's out of the debate. I'm trying to think of a title for the video here. Weasel's out. Yeah, that sounds about right. Weasel's out of the debate. But Joe, you know you can't stand toe-to-toe to me exegeting Scripture, exegeting Romans 1 through 3. I mean, he just knew that. He knew that. You're not going to exegete Romans with me. You're not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. That's why he wants to dance all over the place, you know. Oh, man. I'm out of weed, too. Time to scrape out the pipe and get some resin going here. Get a resin bowl. That's about it, guys. Second guy that pulled out of a debate within a week. Within a week. Now I can just go back to studying what I want. No pressure. I write what I want. I got about 6 articles I want to write for our website. HopeResurrected.com. 11 other contributors. HopeResurrected.com. Check it out. HopeResurrected.com. Great site. The best anti-preterist site. A lot of us, half of us on that site are former or ex-former full preterists that are writing and contributing to that site. HopeResurrected.com. The best anti-full preterist site on the web.